Hey there, thanks for joining me on Chocolate Pickney. Today, as you may have seen by the title, I'll be showing you how to twist braid hair in 3 different ways. Let's get right into it. The first method is the root method. This method I'll be applying the hair from the root. The first thing I did was make a diagonal part, and I sectioned the hair into 2 pieces because I'll be doing a 2-strand twist. Now it's time to start braiding. I'm using the blonde hair in order for you to see it clearly. So now I grab the first portion of the hair, which is on the left. I'm going to find the middle of my extension and put it against the scalp. Then I'm going to grab it together with the natural hair that's on the left. This will be held between my thumb and my pointer finger. For the portion on the right, I'm going to put it together with the extension, and I'm going to hold this between my pointer finger and my middle finger with a good grip. Now I'm going to start braiding. The first thing I do is start by twisting the natural hair onto the extension. I'm going to twist until it is snug to the scalp. Then I'm going to move it across to the right and switch. I'm going to turn the portion on the left so that the natural hair can wrap around the extensions. And while I'm doing this, I am changing the hair between fingers. I hope this is clear for you. I'm going to continue twisting, and as I twist, I am wrapping the extension around the natural hair. I'm rolling it between my fingers and making it smooth. You can use wax, edge control, or styling gel, whichever product will help you to smooth the hair onto the extension. Now this is what the twist braid from the root looks like. It's well snugged, not too tight, and very flexible. Now we're on to the rubber band method. For this, you'll need rubber bands, of course, and crochet needle. So the first thing I did was section the hair, and I'm going to secure it with rubber bands. I usually use 2 rubber bands for reinforcement. So here I am tying the hair, securing it with the rubber bands. I'm not going to do it very tightly because I'll be crocheting the hair beneath the rubber band, so therefore I needed enough space to do that. Now for the crochet step, I push the crochet needle beneath the rubber band through the hair. I am grabbing and latching. Then I'm going to pull through the hair. I am only going to pull through 1/2 of the hair, just one piece. I would like this hair to be thicker, however the latch can only hold so much and no more hair, so I have to repeat this step. It's now time to start braiding. I'm going to section the natural hair into 2 halves because we'll be doing a 2-strand twist. I'm going to grab the left side of the hair, the extension as well as the natural hair, put it between my thumb and my pointer, and the next portion I'll be putting it between my pointer and my middle finger. Now I'm going to start by twisting the natural hair around the extension. I switch hands, and I'm going to do the same for the portion on the left. I'm just showing you how it is done by twisting the natural hair and the extension. I'm switching the hair across from one hand to another while I twist the natural hair onto the extension. I am going to continue to do this until I get to the end of the braid. As mentioned before, you may apply wax, edge control, or whatever gel or cream to sleek and smooth the natural hair onto the extension. I am using a blonde extension, so it's obvious you'll see the natural hair. But for any flyaway or anything that should protrude, any natural hair that should protrude, you can use the wax to help you with that. Now on to the third and final method. This is the feeding method, and this means I'm going to be feeding in the extensions into the hair. I'll start by twisting the natural hair from the root. I'm going to roll the hair between my finger to make it tight, because you have to do this tightly in order to secure the braid in between it. So I'm using the same method as the first method by crisscrossing the hair and twisting it as I go along. Now it's time to add the extension. This time I'll be using a little bit of extension, just a small portion. If I add a big portion, you'll see the big bulk between the natural hair and the extension, so I have to use small portions at a time. So I'm twisting the extensions. Now for the close-up, I'm using small portions. I find the middle of the extension. I am putting it right at the end of her natural hair, and I'm twisting the left portion on to the natural hair, and I'm switching fingers, and as I switch fingers I roll the natural hair onto the extension. As I said before, I have to use small portions, add small portions, because if I do add a lot, you will see the big bulk between here. I'll show you that a little later. So now I'm rolling on the hair, the extension, onto the natural hair. And as you go along, you will see that the braid is getting thicker. If you have tender scalp or you're tender-headed, this is the braid for you, because it has no stress at all on your scalp, none whatsoever, because you start with your natural hair and then add the extension as you go along. You can section the hair smaller or bigger and use more or less hair. The feeding method is usually used on children hair because they are tender-headed. So as you can see, these are the three methods: the regular method, which the hair is added and twisted from the root, the rubber band method through the rubber band, and the feeding method, which is most natural. You could call it the knotless twist. I'll be repeating the steps for those way down the back who has not yet grasped the concepts. So stick and stay with me if you're one of them. Thanks again for stopping by Chocolate Pickney. You may continue by watching my other videos. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly do so now and click the bell so you will receive notification as to when I post other interesting hair videos. Thanks again. Bye.